This is the very first video for the acoustic guitar that I'm just starting on, and I'm going to show you the videos from start to finish on that. This is day one. Just a quick little rundown. I'm kind of planning this on the fly as I do a lot of the instruments that I make. Sometimes you just find a good piece or you decide to do something a little different, you just kind of go with it. But the plan as it is right now is do a mahogany back, sides, and neck with a spruce top. Just a 16-inch across the lower bout, Dreadnought, acoustic guitar. And I don't really know what I'm going to be doing for my purfling, my binding yet. I'm still kind of working on that, but I mean that'll come down, along the way as we go. But the piece that I picked up for the back and sides is this guy right here. This is a big piece of mahogany. It's got a little bit of character to it. There's some knots, there's some wave. I mean, there's some interesting look to this, and I think once I get it finished up, it'll look kind of nice. And what I did was I selected this because it's the most economical board as well. Now, there was other boards that were out there, but either they were way too long, or they were way too skinny, or way too wide, and it's not going to be really economical use of the dollars. These guys right here, it's 9 inches across, and it's 60 inches from top to bottom. So because I need 21 inches on here to do a back and side set, or back set, and I need another 34 inches to do a side set, I've got enough for a 5-inch wide set of sides, 3 inches wide for my neck blank, because I'm going to do a stack heel style of neck, and I've got my 21 inches from here to here to do my back plate. So out of this one board, I'm going to get my back, my sides, and my neck. So really economical, and it's nice to have it all out of the exact same board just because you can control your color variation a little bit that way too. So a little bit of economy, but also a little bit of having tones that match in your guitars, which does look nice. So what I did was I marked out 21 inches down here, and that's going to be the length that I need for my back. And again, this is 9 inches wide. I'm going to fillet it open and get 18, and I'll show you how to do that in a bit. And the next thing I did was I marked a 3-inch line for the width of my neck, and that goes all the way down the board. So I'm going to have 3 inches on one side and a little bit more than 5 inches on the other side. So I'm just going to take these over and cut them, and I'm going to have my basic 3 pieces that I'm going to need to do to start. Normally I do start on the tops before I do the backs, the sides, and the necks, but since the top hasn't made it in here in the mail yet, we're going to go ahead and start on the back and the sides and the necks. Just got done with the table saw, and I've got my back here. Now it's a little difficult to see probably, but I mean there's definitely some figure, there's definitely some knots. There's a lot of character on this board, and that's one of the reasons I normally overlook the stuff with the knots in it, just because it's a pain in the butt to work with. But if you have a little patience, you can kind of slow down and you can work with it alright. I think once this gets filleted open and book mashed, that it is just going to have a ton of character. I think it's going to look gorgeous, and that's the reason I selected this board. So we're going to give it a shot with the knots and everything like that, and with depending on how we do the finishing, we're going to have to fill these grain, fill the grain on these guys anyway. So, I mean, if I do have to fill a little bit, I'm going to fill a little bit. But that's my back set, and again, we're going to fillet that open, and we'll show you that in another video coming up. Then I've got another piece for the sides, and this is 5 inches by about 36 inches. The other one was 21 by 9, or 8.5, 21 by 8.5, 21 by 9. But here's my piece for the sides, and there's a little bit more of a concentration of knots, kind of down on this side. So I'm going to try to use that side for my lower bout, so that way the curvature when we bend it's a little bit more gradual, and so that way we don't have to worry about it, kind of coming apart if we're bending just really tight into the waist. But again, the piece has a lot of nice character to it, and I think once we get it open, it'll look pretty good once it's book matched. And then I've got this guy, which is 3 inches by about 38, 39 inches, and that's going to be for the neck. And we're going to be doing a stacked neck construction. I'll show you how to do that in another video, but it's basically going to involve us cutting this into blocks, stacking those blocks, gluing them, clamping the hell out of them, and then we'll come back and we'll saw our neck out of that. But for starters, for the very first one, this is our piece, and as other things arrive, I'll go ahead and start working on those and post those videos as well. If you have any questions, just give me an email at 6gunguitars@gmail.com, and I look forward to more videos coming out soon. I hope to have this, the this acoustic project. I hope to have this finished in 3 or 4 weeks, kind of right around there. So we should have everything posted up pretty quick for you.